UFO stands for Unidentified Anomalous Phenomenon.
Yeah, Adam.
Have you heard of that, 10?
Honestly, no, because I don't know where the A came from, but that's cool.
We're going to get into that today on Our Haunted Nostalgia. Welcome back, everybody, to your monthly podcast about aliens and nostalgia.
I'm nostalgic for aliens.
Wait. It's about a bunch of different things, not just aliens. Because if this is someone's first episode...
Oh, that's fair. I should
they're
actually...
in for a rude awakening because you'll be like, I really love this alien content. Let me check out this episode about the Gettysburg.
That is fair. I didn't think of that till just now. If it is someone's first episode, they might just assume those stupid openings are true.
Yeah.
So we're going to go with welcome back to...
Well, they already worked through a half hour of us talking about bullshit.
That's true.
There's no way any of that footage is usable.
Some of it is.
What part? Name one part.
Well, I'll edit it down.
The before it got all gay, the Everest stuff.
Hey.
Why do you think that's derogatory? That's a label.
Okay, I'm just going. I made the face of Rowan Atkinson's Mr. Bean when you said that. It's when
that'll be added,
for the listening audience.
That'll be added in video. So,
but you're right. You're good. That's a good point. I'm sorry.
Today it's Elias Saba, like always, hosting, and I'm with
Adam
and
10,
and we are going to be diving into some actually. I don't know how to phrase this other than some like actual evidence. Like this is probably the most real.
All of our other episodes are full of bullshit. This one has things better than napkin drawings.
This is probably the best evidence I've ever actually had.
It's really telling that the episode led off with the title UFOs and unironically in the first 4 minutes, like, this time we have evidence. So if this is the first one that we've ever been able to provide anything that's even close to verifiable fact, you just know that all of our other episodes are just the most wildest, tangentially factual things ever produced.
Well, the benefit of those is a lot of those are folklore, so it's just a story being told.
For some of those people, that is their truth.
It's still real to me, damn it.
That missing 411 guy is still convinced, and we never read the evidence.
He's still we at some point you and I just have to do like a
there's
Discord,
like 3 movies,
a Discord watch party.
There's two B movies.
But before we get into this, I wanted to let everybody know that you can follow us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, and to give us a positive review wherever you're reading it. But we're gonna dive in right away, so we can continue with this subtitle that I'm sure Adam is actually really, really excited for.
I do enjoy this subtitle. This is USA versus UFO, Hellfire Missile versus Coughing Baby.
And we're going to
without knowing what the UFOs are capable of, either could be the Coughing Baby in this scenario. I mean, I assume the UFOs aren't using Hellfire missiles, but like there's a difference between like the silly little saucer with a green guy in it that's like, and then there's like, Doomsday.
The Independence Day style. Yeah.
The Borg.
There are hundreds, if not thousands, of stories in our modern era covering first contact with aliens. E.T.'s friendly message of being lost and trying to find your way home, Independence Day's summer blockbuster of explosions and global landmarks, or Arrival's grounded and slow-paced take on language acquisition and communication, as those are a couple of the movies we actually brought up even before we started recording this today. But irrespective of the genre, one of the things that they always point out is the aliens are far more technologically advanced than us. I think I can count on one hand the amount of shows where it's like the alien, we're the bad guys, we're the strong ones compared to the aliens. It's like Avatar, District 9,
Starship Troopers, kind of.
That's a good way, but they can shoot meteors.
Well, in the context of this, if we're interacting with a race or a species that's able to travel across the galaxy, we have literally nothing of value to contribute.
There's one short story, I don't know the name, I don't know who it's written by, but it's the exact premise of that is that somehow this warlike alien race figured out intergalactic travel, but it's actually something we should have found out super early on,
and we just didn't.
And so these guys come and can travel to all these planets, but they're using like flintlock pistols. We're stuck on Earth with far superior technology,
nukes.
But we somehow missed space travel, so then we get their shit and we're like, oh, you knocked on the wrong door, motherfucker. You just gave the wrong guy a tank. I forget, I gotta find it, but it's a really cool story.
These guys never realized that all you have to do is
turn the vacuum cleaner upside down.
Turn the vacuum upside down and do some peyote.
There's a version of that. There's a version of that where I love this. It's the humans are space orcs
I love
online
that,
thing where it's like, the scary part of humans is that they're on a death world.
Yeah.
And by that, it's like we have a world with multiple ecosystems that can
completely
vary,
inhospitable.
Yeah, that can vary drastically versus aliens where you go the Star Wars method of like, it's a monoplanet, it's a mono environment where it's like they can come and they're perfectly fine in the Pacific Northwest, but then they go to Africa and they're fucked. Meanwhile, we're like
Antarctica.
Yeah, meanwhile we're like anywhere between -20 and like 120. We're pretty okay. We can at least survive, not thrive necessarily. But there's a version of that where it's the humans are space orcs, but they've specifically locked us on Earth, where they're like, all right, we got rid of their knowledge of interdimensional interspace travel. They've just got themselves. They'll probably kill themselves off first. And then we basically just rediscover space travel, and they're like, "Fuck, they're loose again."
Oh God, they're stronger now because you. It's like the Mummy, which I always love that it's like you made as punishment. We made you immortal.
An immortal.
Oh fuck, he's back.
We made him an immortal curse that will forever haunt Earth for the rest of
with
time.
God powers.
Yeah.
As long as nobody wakes him up, we're fine.
As of 2022, the U.S. government opened up the All Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, codenamed AARO, AARO.
That's a pretty cool name.
Yeah, dude, they got to come up with the acronyms first, right?
Yeah, and they work backwards. That's how Doge was
Wait
made,
a second,
actually.
what is that second R for?
Fuck. Bring me a dictionary. They just go on flipping through all the pages. Resolution. I got it.
Nice, Jeff.
There's a guy in the office specifically for coming
For
up
the
with the
acronym
acronyms.
guy?
He's the employee of the month every month for decades.
He's the Rayman of acronyms.
He's like, I studied the classics at Brown, and this is what I've been reduced to.
I thought you were going to say a college that was at NYU. I studied the classics at NYU, and that's how it all kicked off. Just anything that has an abbreviation. Yeah, an acronym.
That'd be even smarter.
Oh, that's why we hired you.
His resume was just
that.
You had to decipher.
It said, hire me vertically, and then each word's like, hello, I really excitedly excel. Yeah.
It's funny you bring that up because I have one of the bios for one of the witnesses that is in this, and he's from the military, and the first part of his resume
vertical poem.
No, it's just all the acronyms that he's worked for. You're like, oh,
all the 3-letter agencies that
he's
we
worked
know.
for the NSA, NBA, MIC.
WNBA, ATF.
But the AARO specifically, in regards to what they do for the U.S. government, is they standardize the collection and reporting of anomalous activities in American airspace. And there's a small list at the very bottom there, Adam, if you want to take a look. Their primary, I think this is on their website, their primary goals are surveillance, collection,
they have a
reporting.
website? Sorry, you want to rewind that
yeah,
real quick?
dude, it's a government agency. They have their own website.
Yeah, but I mean, what's the...
I don't know, but I was on congress.gov for the majority of this.
I would be interested in checking that out.
System capabilities and design, intelligence, operation and analysis, mitigation and defeat, governance, and science and technology. So, like, it's not necessarily we're trying to fight the aliens, but it's like we got to figure out whatever the hell this is.
It's XCOM.
Mm-hmm.
And I love XCOM.
Me too.
As of the last few years, we've had a little bit of a UFO hysteria going on among the paranormal and the government. That's not uncommon amongst U.S. history. Going so far back as post-World War II, some variation of lights in the sky have been seen by humans since we first looked to the stars. But the importance of them didn't come until post-World War II, when sightings across the globe were finally able to be recorded by the technologies developed specifically for World War II.
Well, the cosmos have always been incredibly important, though. Like, I feel like
the cosmos.
Like, astral charts were the way that we first navigated the oceans, and obviously they helped us tell time. We figured out our place in the universe. But yeah, it's probably like, dude, could you imagine the first astronomer? I'm a Capricorn. Anyway, the first astronomer
I think
that saw a fucking shooting star and was like, you guys won't believe this shit. And they're like, you're right, we won't. Burn the heretic.
Well, that's what I
The
mean.
sky's falling.
Where, imagine, here's my thing, and this is a story that I love because it connects humans at such a fundamental level. Before humanity knew what the skies, contained,
There
before
were dinosaurs.
No, I'm saying before we knew how to read
But
stars.
you say it like Professor Oak from Pokemon Snap.
Dinosaurs.
Wonderful.
No,
So close.
dinosaurs.
The guy that
From
dude, that one
Jurassic
actually
Park.
just unlocked a
Yeah,
core memory.
I was going to say Pokemon Snap is like, once you hear it, you're like,
Yeah.
No, like the DNA mascot from Jurassic Park.
Oh,
Dinosaurs.
yeah, that's
We
adorable.
take a little blood from that mosquito, turn him into a dinosaur.
I love that guy.
Before we knew how to read the stars for navigation, you would know the stars are static. They always happen. They always show up. The Aurora Borealis isn't the case. And a couple, I think 10,000 years ago, then the only reason I say it's 10,000 years ago is because it connects to cave drawings. A massive solar storm hit the Earth and caused basically a global Aurora Borealis.
That's sick.
And one of the reasons why we know that occurred is because multiple civilizations across the world independently drew the same figure of like what looks like a human man with his arms in the air, with two orbs to his left and right on either side of his body. And for a long time, people attributed this to be some kind of a god, some kind of a pagan figure, when it turned out an Aurora Borealis of that strength can genuinely just the shape look like that.
Oh.
So all of these people looked up at the sky, saw that, and collectively went, God, magic, whatever that is, I'm drawing it. But like I said, with like humans have always had that kind of a fascination where even if it just the uniqueness of it warrants recording. For them, it was etching it on a
stone wall or something.
For us, if you turn the page, it'll be the actual documentation that Project Blue Book, which we've talked about, opened up in 1952 with the express purpose of collecting and sifting through the increasing numbers and accounts and claims of UFOs and UAPs happening across the United States. And we talked about how the majority of their cases were just misidentified objects, whether they be airplanes or hot air balloons or something like that. Yeah. They did find about 700-ish cases that remain unidentified, which obviously were just kept in the background and not really talked about past that point, until we end up in 2023. And I'm going to ask you guys, did you know that our U.S. Congress has been meeting annually for 3 years now, specifically to discuss UFOs and UAPs?
That's awesome.
I'm not surprised that I actually would have assumed that that's been happening for far longer.
These are public though, so this is like
that makes more sense.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would assume there's people meeting about that. I wouldn't have thought.
So these are our elected representatives
Yeah.
going on national television and then questioning professionals.
Can I ask
experts
a
in the
really
field.
quick clarifying question to both of you, just off of your gut reaction? Because I know that we have traditionally like led towards skeptic. And you can feel skeptic about these things in particular, but do either of you think that we're the only like planet that's sustaining life in the entire universe?
Absolutely not.
It's so hard to
Okay,
say
cool.
for sure. You know what should be an episode, and you can cut this out if this is going to be spoilers. I would love to look at all the different theories on why we potentially haven't found, because there's the Iron Curtain theory, there's the deep forest theory, there's
It's the Iron Curtain, Dark Forest, Interstellar Zoo. Where it's the
I
space
forget a
orcs.
lot of their names.
Yeah, no, they're stupid. But it's a space orc idea where like in that one they stored us for their safety.
Yeah.
In that version, it's like humanity deserves its chance to grow and become its own civilization. So they just balked us. This is also in my own writing.
Yeah.
They just balked us up and let us go until they deemed it worthwhile to actually.
Right. I would love to deep dive into like all the potential theories about why, because some of them are really interesting. I like them a lot, but I don't remember too many off the top of my head.
In regards to if they visited us at the very least 10, I don't know. I want to say no because I don't believe in aliens.
Yeah.
But I would like to believe
It's
that
a good onomatopoeia for aliens.
somebody is keeping an eye on us. I would like
Yeah.
to believe that at the very least.
Yeah,
You should integrate that sound effect throughout this, by the way.
The entire
Like not
time.
The
your voice,
theremin?
but I'm saying that the
That
real
one.
one.
Okay.
Do the real one next to your voice, because that was pretty damn good.
That was a good.
That's such an iconic sound effect.
I do love a good theremin, but I'm in agreement where like the chances of something being out there, it's
Astronomical.
Well, even if there's a trillion billion planets, the chances of there being something, maybe not little green men, but like some
Anything,
sort of life,
yeah.
it's gotta happen.
And I'm of the opinion that it's absolutely just not earthbound life, similar to earthbound life. It's just an ecosystem of animals, and
Right.
hopefully intelligence is one of those things that just happens with time. In regards to UAPs and UFOs in our airspace, Congress formed a special House Oversight Committee, and they met for the first time in July of 2023 to discuss how the public should be made aware of both the efforts and these phenomenon. So not only did they want us to be aware of the phenomenon occurring, but also that our government should be a little bit more transparent about their collection and information about it. And they questioned 3 former military experts. I list them here if you want to. I'll just give you the names real quick. You don't need their credentials. Ryan Graves, David Grush, and David Fravor. All of them are incredibly seasoned. They have years and years of service within the American military or have served directly as executives for aerospace engineers. But the reason why I bring this up specifically is because of the declassified videos we've been getting over the last couple of years. Started back in 2020 at the very beginning of the pandemic, which is actually interesting because of the conspiracy theories online, or like, did they release these UFOs in the midst of a global pandemic just so we would fucking ignore them? Which is what happened.
Wasn't the one that happened during the pandemic the really shitty looking paper mache little Mexican alien? Was that the global? It looks like somebody tried to make a really bad like grade school project replica of ET, and it looks like he's incredibly dehydrated. Look up paper mache or like, I don't know, dry little gray alien. You'll know, you've seen the picture. I promise you both, if you were online in 2020 at some point, you've seen the photo I'm talking
unironically
about.
Concerned I haven't seen it, and you're going to be like, you live under a fucking rock.
I found it. Hold on. Before I'm trying to find the best photo because he looks so funny. Oh, I love this little guy. Hold on. This is supposed to be... Look at that. You've never...
He does look. He looks pretty real.
That
to
looks
me.
exactly like looks exactly like when the fucking not alien mermaid documentary from Discovery
where it's half a monkey,
and a fish.
Well, because they always show like
you just brought back a core memory for me too.
They just always show this face where he looks like he's been either like severely dehydrated or stoned out of his fucking mind.
I think I did see
Either
edits
of
of that
you guys have the science project toy called Alien Autopsy?
Google that.
Was it like
Google just type in Alien Autopsy toy. It was one of my personal favorite toys ever. Essentially what it was you would make a mold.
This is super cool.
You would make a mold. I had the older version.
I had a different toy by Dr. Dreadful.
You would make a mold of him in multiple. Like you would cast his organs inside a mold.
That's
that would
awesome.
Firm up, and it was like a gelatin.
Is it
mold.
that?
Yeah.
Keep going. I want to see if we can find the one that I had exactly, but because it's like a really popular toy that's like iterated on multiple times. Maybe if you type in like early 2000s or something, since I'm at that age point. But anyway, it was really cool because the one that I had different organs, and you could put them in different
organs.
pieces of the. Like it had like an esophagus. It
So
had a rib cage.
this isn't the version you had?
No.
This is peak my childhood. Like this was probably a couple years.
That was the one that you had. Like that was what it looked like.
I didn't have that model, but I had other toys in that product line from that guy.
Yeah, and what I'm saying is like I did too. I had that same exact toy.
Yeah.
But the one that I had a different alien design and a different doctor. The one that I had was very much like that one has like a wacky looking scientist on it, like sort of more comedic. The one I had looked like a surgeon that was at like a CIA black site. You know what I mean? Like it was like very much
It's a lot darker.
It was darker, yeah.
It wasn't a fun mad scientist.
Yeah,
it
he was like
scary mad
serious,
sci-
being
yeah.
like, we need to figure this one out. Like,
I thought he was seeing something out of like an extermination camp, just some
a
fucking
surgeon covered it head to toe in Hugo Boss.
Yeah, that's exactly what I pictured.
I'm gonna explain to you what you're seeing because it's a fucking radar. None of us know what we're looking at exactly.
I think I could read this if I tried.
Is it riveting yet?
It's just there.
I think we're target locked onto something.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're focused on it. The actual pilots don't quite know what it is.
It looks like a kidney bean.
Can you imagine? It's just zoomed in on the table. There's no audio to this one specifically, which is why it's dead quiet right now.
This was on ABC News.
But yeah, I mean, you can see the actual shape of the object. They call it the Tic Tac. That's the nickname it's caught online and people use to discuss it. But the importance of this video is that in 2004, off the coast of San Diego, just over the Pacific Ocean, two of those questioned officials in the 2023 U.S. congressional hearings, David Grush and David Fravor, witnessed and recorded that now declassified video and of that unidentified aerial phenomenon. While flying their jets, they witnessed an unidentified craft soaring above the Pacific Ocean. They descended to try to inspect it and claimed that it bore no visible motors, wind, or exhaust. Once they noticed it, it began ascending towards them and then vanished. only to appear 60 miles off on the horizon seconds later.
So essentially, it's ignoring the laws of physics.
As far as they could tell, yeah. The reason, and you'll see this consistently throughout these, it is trained professionals trying to do their jobs, witnessing something that they cannot comprehend. And by that I don't mean like Cthulhu. They don't understand it. It's doing things that they don't think should be possible by any type of spacecraft. As followed by this next video. So yeah, this is the famous gimbal footage.
Fleet of them, look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude. That's not our LNS though, is it? It's not.
Fuck for subtitles.
Well, if there's like, look at that thing. It's rotating.
Then that's the next video. But so the importance of the gimbal
Now
footage.
that one is really interesting.
Yeah.
The importance of the gimbal footage is that it was captured off the east coast of Florida. So again, we're staying relatively close to the United States right now, by a Navy fighter of the USS Theodore Roosevelt. The infrared video captures a rotating aerial craft moving on its axis while maintaining a travel speed against 120 knot winds, something that also seems to lack any heat signature or form of propulsion. And you could hear it in the pilots' voices, how shocked they are to be watching it. And the way you have to remember this is these are pilots, they're not like looking out their windshield.
They're looking at a monitor.
They're looking at a monitor, witnessing something, because this is like, if you imagine like what a space flight actually looks like, it's not like two pirate ships right next to each other firing off. They're like 100 kilometers off, using nothing but their screens to find and shoot at each other. This is the equivalence of that, but in our modern day against something we don't know what it is just yet.
Do you know what time of day that was recorded?
I didn't write it in my notes at the very least.
Time potentially too. You're not seeing fucking
anything
flying
at all.
into complete blackness.
Well, you gotta imagine.
Well, the important thing you noted here is that one, there was no heat signature, which is important because any other plane would have a heat signature. And two, I was going to bring it up, but you also highlighted here, rotating on its axis while maintaining a stable travel speed. That would, in another plane, either you'd have to slow down or you'd rip the fucking wings off. So that's interesting.
The image of what you just described, if an airplane ever tried it, it would turn into like paper mache. It would fold on itself and crumble.
It couldn't sustain
that speed at that angle.
that direct.
But those two videos came to the forefront of the paranormal scene in the middle of the pandemic, and then everyone was like, "This is insane. These are leaking like crazy," because there was 3 leaks. We'll see the next one soon. And they brought them up during the 2023 congressional hearings because they had 2 of the witnesses to question, and I didn't get into their actual testimonies, but they basically just go like, people are seeing things that they don't understand, and we need a way to handle that because right now there isn't. Graves told a panel that the stigma silences pilots who fear professional repercussions, which he said is compounded by the recent government claims questioning the credibility of eyewitness testimony. So you have to remember, when you're an airline pilot, you're not allowed to have bad vision or mental illness, right? Like that's just off the board if you're going to get behind the controls of an airplane. So if you do see something insane out of your windshield, a lot of pilots have gone on record as saying they just don't tell anybody.
You're incentivized to not report it because it's going to hurt your credibility and your ability to continue doing what you do.
It could potentially, unironically, get you fired. By fired, like laid off in that like you're not mentally
because
stable
you're
enough to
not
do
well
this anymore.
suited to do the job we need you to do. Yeah, it questions your ability to perform.
It just leads to an entire environment of, I don't want to call it necessarily secrecy, but like withholding, an environment of withholding.
Lies of omission.
Yeah, that's a great way because like, and not just airline pilots, but like
I think they addressed that in the rehearsal season 2, talking about pilots and unaddressed mental health for exactly the reason you talked about. Yeah,
and if you are dealing with mental health, make sure to reach out to a professional.
Unless you'll lose your job over it.
Unless you're a pilot, then suffer
then
through it.
mum's the word. Don't talk about
to anybody.
Just go to the cockpit, shut the fuck up about
it. Fist the windshield.
What is the? Oh, I was trying to make a Flintstones reference. The Great Gadzoo. Great Gadzoo. What's his?
That's a little.
You've seen a little green alien from the Flintstones. I guarantee you've seen
Barney
him
Rubble
things.
I'm so upset that I can't find the exact alien autopsy. By the way, that I want.
Try GA. Yeah, there you go.
Hey, any listeners, if you can find the alien autopsy,
you've seen him
box,
referenced. If you haven't
send
seen
it to Elias.
I don't know what you said, and I'm worried now.
I said any of our listeners that can find the appropriate alien autopsy box. Please send an image to
he looks like
That's our fan
Fearless
mail
in your
opening.
lies.
It's just a bunch of like alien toys and like gross. Like I found this in my backyard.
I
Is
got
this haunted?
once we have an audience, I should get us a PO box.
That'd be fun.
What if they mail us like they could mail us fan mail, letters,
More
ideas.
cryptid drawings on napkins.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
They could send us food,
Eyewitness. Oh.
SpaghettiOs.
Yeah.
Chef Word.
It's gonna be sitting. We check it once a month. They
Check it once a year.
I do remember a story from a podcast that I was listening to. It was a paranormal podcast, but one of the guys visited the United States. He's from Ireland.
I do that shit every day.
And one of the fan meetups that they went to, a guy goes, "Hold on, I have a great case for you," and then proceeded to pull out like a 60-page stapled, like unclassified CIA document about something that the investigator went, "Oh yeah, sure, why not?" And he just threw it in his luggage without thinking. And then on the way home, in customs, his luggage got pulled to the side, and he thought, "Oh, I have nothing. This whatever." The water bottle is what got it pulled aside.
and the classified government.
The guy was opening his fucking thing, and he completely forgot about them. He said,
Oops.
So he was just standing there, and the guy opens it up, and there's just like, what falls out is just like, top secret, covered right on
Here's
the
how
front.
to kill the president.
He said he remembers, he said he never gets nervous, but he said he remembers just like that of sweat as he's like, I need to figure out a way to explain this that isn't weird.
So what you're saying is we need to get popular enough to invoke the War Thunder treatment, where we just deny things until somebody with enough autism who
Leaks
is
it for
determined
us.
to prove us right. Somebody's sitting in Area 51 going, these fucking assholes
Idiots.
don't know what they're talking. I'll show them, and they
just
show up with
and he just
like a
sends
dead
us,
alien.
sends us a video of Bigfoot saying, "I know where you are."
You're just taking a selfie with Bigfoot. It's like that'll show those losers. Like they leak government secrets because he really wanted to win an internet
Silly
fight
me.
again.
Yeah, I like that it happens in Minecraft and in
And
War
War
Thunder for
Thunder.
some reason.
Well, because if you're playing War Thunder, you're probably like
There already.
a history buff and like a realism buff, and you are going to be autistic on the internet. And for some reason, people
Hey, I like that game.
I do too. I'm saying
okay.
this as part of the community. I'm a big War Thunder fan. I love that they have a
We
dedicated.
never play together.
We haven't. We should.
Which is
That's what we'll
you
do.
say that every time I ask you. I say, "Let me know when to download it," and you go, "All right," and then you never get it.
The congressional hearing kept going, and next year in 2024, they met in November to further continue the inquiry into both UAPs, AARO, and whatever's happening in our airspace. In this one, they questioned Tim Gallett, Louis Elenzo, Michael Gold, and Michael Schellenberger. Excuse me.
Schellenberger.
And the importance of one of those individuals is that he directly takes a role in the following video that I'm about to show you.
Go fast. This one's called Go Faster.
This one's Go Fast.
That is
yeah.
cool. I think UAP is a cooler name than UFO. Maybe it's just because the UFO name has been like besmirched by like
By crackpots, conspiracy theorists, and 70 years
Yeah,
of
like
history.
media-
This is
I haven't eaten today, and I'm not going to eat until like 4:00 tomorrow.
okay for a specific reason or by happenstance.
Yeah, I'm going to
Colonoscopy?
buffet.
Oh.
You're
And
laughing.
then-
I'm being
and then a
ironic.
colonoscopy.
No, I believe you. I just thought the idea of
a colonoscopy.
fasting for 24 hours to do a colonoscopy and,
And then
then
following it with a
celebrating
buffet.
with a buffet.
I can't wait. I don't know which part I'm more excited for.
What's coming in or what's going out? I don't
This is easily the most famous of the first three leaked
Hey,
and declassified videos. It's called the Go Fast video, and it records several pilots' reactions to capturing something on their FA-18's jets.
I've seen this one before.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yes. You've probably seen this before too.
Maybe.
Do you see how insane that is?
Oh, yeah.
I love hearing them just excited.
Did you box moving target? No, I took an auto track. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, dude. Wow, look at that. Look at it fly.
There's like genuine excitement in
Well, the
there.
thing
Yeah,
that
I
I
love-
think is the thing that I find crazy about that is you can just see how fast that thing is flying. Not because
How hard
there's
it
any,
is to track.
because like how hard it is for them to track, but also the previous two videos show like things moving, and those cameras are moving at such a distance that like like they don't have to adjust very far because they're so far away. And then you look at that and it's like, holy shit, it is
Yeah,
really
they're
zooming.
struggling.
It zoomed off screen and it had to like.
I was complaining that I remember there being another UFO where the people are trying to keep up with it and they're like accelerate and they were already like going as fast as they reasonably could without just
That might be
pushing
one.
the jet to its like limit or something.
The 5 that I picked today are ones that are either specifically covered by the congressional hearings or directly tied to important people within AARO and these congressional hearings. But the importance of this one, aside from it just being a miraculous video to watch and see that reaction come from those pilots, but it's just the fact that the object appears to be moving at an incredible speed while the pilots are just barely able to keep up with it visually using their sensors. One of the things I will note, though, is a couple of analysts have gone out of their way to say that this might be a case of a parallax effect, where the pilots may have just been misreading their sensors and thinking it was moving a lot faster than it was because of the speed of their own planes compared to the speed of the object itself. So if you imagine looking out your window, the distant horizon, those look to be moving incredibly slow compared to the foreground, or whatever that might be right next to you. In this example, the alien would be the foreground and the ocean would be the background. So it looks like it's moving at a rapid pace to the pilots specifically. During questioning from this 2024 congressional hearing, Tim Gallant, I'm going to call him Gallant. Tim Gallant, who was a commander that oversaw the exercise that led to the GoFast video, expressed his concern of the reporting and handling of UAP sightings by the military. He explained how after the event, he received an email with, from the operations officer at Fleet Forces Command with the UAP video attached, as well as several concerning questions about near midair collisions with pilots. The following day, when going back to check it, he discovered that the email had been deleted from his account, as well as every other account that was associated with it.
I think that's where like a healthy amount of skepticism comes in for me specifically, and I'm sure for many others, where like anything released by the government pertaining to aliens automatically makes me know that there's not aliens, because if we were,
the government would not be
like,
telling you this
here's
shit.
A fucking YouTube video.
Yeah. Well, the benefit is these are these have either been
Fuck it, we're posting it on X.
Yeah. Well, no, you say that these. 2 of those were leaked, so the government didn't want people to see them. And one of them,
Snowden.
Is that how it's pronounced?
Is it? No.
Snowden. I don't know.
I always assumed it was Snowden, but I don't know.
Who the fuck knows? He's over in Russia.
He is, yeah.
Oh, or they were eventually declassified after years of staying declassified. I also think that's one of those situations where like the government, I don't know if they do this or not on paper, or like, after long enough, everything gets declassified.
That is kind of like I think that's a de facto rule where after a set amount of time, but there are ways to keep it
where they just go, like, I always love when people think classified is like the
top secret,
the highest possible thing. There's like a level above that where it's not even necessarily classified or top secret. It's like the information that is part of whatever this is, whether it be something like AARO or Project Blue Book. Literally nobody knows the entire picture. Everybody involved only has a snapshot of the picture. So even if one of them wanted to go rogue, it wouldn't matter. Like we're disseminating this information so wildly amongst our own people and have them all under crazy NDAs where we'll kill them and their families if they ever break them, that it's like no one, this shit will never leak, basically. Like it's incapable of being leaked.
Unless you somehow sway like 200 people that the information is between.
The declassification and the congressional hearings about these UAPs and UFOs continued until, as of this year, less than 2 months ago. They met September 9th to continue their discussion about UAPs, with congressional representatives this time actually showing up with their own evidence, believe it or not. This time, the interviewees were Jeffrey, Italian last name? Nuccitelli. Alexandro Wiggins, George Knapp, Dylan Borland, and Joe Spielberger. If anybody...
Sounds so made up.
Joe Spielberger?
Yeah.
Wasn't there another guy named Shellburger?
Yeah.
Schellenberger.
Schellenberger.
It's always those people.
I'm noticing.
I'm
allowed to make that joke.
Adam's Jewish. It's fine. Another thing I want to note here, if anybody listening is familiar with the name George Knapp, that's because he is an incredibly, I don't want to call him infamous, but he's particularly popular in the UFO and paranormal space for his writings on UAPs and these investigations. In this one, I don't know if they call him out, but they mention Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick, who leads AARO's investigations into UAPs, and goes on to explain that over half of the cases they get, by that I mean people reporting or them looking into, have to deal with just round objects or spheres in the sky. And that they're seen globally, not just in American airspace, which means that whatever we're talking about here in these congressional hearings is happening all over the world, not just in America. And they captured this on, I don't know what type of radar they did, but it's still strange, and it's called the Syrian Orb. You can see that guy going, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, it takes him a second to be like, what? Looks like the orb from the...
so weird.
Have you seen the Phantasm movies? Okay,
no.
never mind. Classic B horror movies
It's
where...
playing, it's playing on the video right now, but for anybody listening, it was just like pixels on a screen, but it was a silver orb just gunning it over an area over the Middle East, and it looks like what you imagine, like a
Looks like Darth Maul's assassin droid.
Looks
from
like the orb
prequels.
from... Google orb from Phantasm.
Google alien autopsy.
Jamie, pull that up.
Yeah, no, it looked basically like what Adam just described, minus the things.
Spikes.
And
Those were tracked.
Wait,
Yeah.
look up Darth Maul droid.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
The one that like is so funnily destroyed by Liam Neeson because it's like
That is-
following behind Liam Neeson 3 feet away
Yeah,
from him
just
for
not-
some dumb reason.
Non-inconspicuously at
I'm
all.
a big fan of droids that are just balls with little doohickeys hanging from them. Like
and a big fucking eye.
yeah, like the thing from Fallout also has that.
Kids show.
Is it? We've made a lot of
Big fan of balls with little doohickeys.
I was talking about Star Wars.
Yeah. There's
To play devil's advocate, I did find a debunking article at bellingcat.com where they go into an insane amount of depth about the parallax effect and the sizes and distances of everything, where they used Google Earth to find the exact spot and took measurements of everything as they could see it in order to basically deduce, like, I'm just going to scroll because it's actually a pretty long article.
It's all Greek to me.
I mean, yeah, it is, but this is how they're explaining the parallax effect right now with viewpoint A. And like they dove into it, dude. Like, look at this.
It's impressive. Without actually reading any of this,
yeah.
it looks impressive.
It looks
Scrolling
impressive.
through it is
Looks
very
cool.
I love it, we're like,
astounding.
we are skeptical. We need to be informationally literate, and then we're like, looks
Let me
good to me.
Let me
Well,
scroll
I'm
through
not gonna-
paragraphs of
Hey,
text.
Well,
there's
I'm not-
3 more bar charts than I needed to pass muster on that. I trust it.
I saw an XY axis. I'm sold.
Bro, I don't even know what a line graph's supposed to be doing in this context, but fuck it, parallax.
right, yeah.
My own internal concerns of not being intelligent enough to understand that article means that I must blindly
Accept
have
it.
faith in
That's
it.
true.
But it boils down to them basically saying the exact same thing as I did before, where the parallax effect, I'm not going to say could have made something, and this is what they say, a silver or gray party balloon going into the air look like that at the speed with which the camera was recording it. But again, to me, it looked like that shit was fucking zooming, so that's what I'm going to choose to believe.
I'm going to request we watch the Hellfire Missile versus UFO now.
Okay.
Because do they hit it?
They hit it.
Fuck yes.
Should I just find you the congressional representative showing this video, or do you guys just want to watch the
Who
video?
is? I need
Let's
to
just
know
watch
who
the
it-
video.
Okay. So I'm going to explain it to you then.
Yeah, I don't care about this guy.
Let me rewind and actually get the
Some
name.
freaking pencil pushing bureaucrat telling me, oh, they hit. Let me watch it.
Okay, so right now, what we're witnessing is an MQ-9 Reaper drone being piloted remotely in the air, seeing something, questioning it, and then this occurs. It's locked onto something right now. It's trying to keep a track at it. He has a buddy right now actually flying beside him. So the buddy decides, you know what? Fuck it. He fires a Hellfire Missile at the object.
Did it miss?
It hit. It
Oh.
exploded into a bunch of pieces.
Oh, that was a piece flying off.
No,
Oh.
those are...
Well, I'm saying the first thing that passed, because that's what.
That's what I thought it
Yeah.
missed, but you're saying that's...
Yeah, so mind you, it exploded into a bunch of pieces. The pieces kept flying with the main object, and the main object continued to soar over the water. They played ominous music over it just
because it's cool.
because it's cool, yeah, because it feels awesome. So, again, mind you, Hellfire Missile
It's cool.
hits a target. Target, seemingly, if we want to
How
rewind...
do you see dislikes on your YouTube?
You do,
I
it's a
have an external app to
Chrome
let me
or
see that.
app
So
extension.
if we want to just do this like frame by frame, because it is dog shit quality. Like, obviously, this object right here is the Hellfire Missile, and this is the unknown aerial phenomenon. It hits it here, and you can see it.
See, that's what 10 thought was the missile,
missile
missing,
missing.
which
Yeah,
I
yeah,
also
yeah.
thought at first.
But
'Cause
that's
y-
a piece of shrap.
Yeah, if you watch, that's all of the debris from the actual craft.
And then it's this stuff coming up where it just starts to fall apart. That was like, oh, okay.
And then all of these are extra pieces that keep flying with the craft itself, staying aligned with it. So, again, the conspiracy
They should have
theory...
shot a second missile at that thing.
Imagine they're like, oh, one didn't do it. Turns
All
out,
of them
no,
missed.
it turns out all you need is two.
Ah.
In the midst of the hearing, Representative Eric Burleson took the stand not to question one of the witnesses or experts, at least not yet, but to reveal a never-before-seen video of an MQ-9 Reaper drone tracking an anomalous orb off the coast of Yemen. After a few moments, the pilot's squad mate shot it with a Hellfire missile. The object shattered into several pieces that continued to fly along with the main mass of the phenomenon, while the pilot continued to record it traveling at immense speed over the ocean. So, like, again, this is a situation where, like, not skeptics, believers of this are looking at this and going, what else could possibly do this? Especially if it is an actual declassified video.
I think that's the cool thing about like the term UAP is that it doesn't have to be an alien in the sense that we know, like little green or
Green
gray
men.
man or
It's
whatever
just
you want.
something.
It's something that's not understood by us. It could be a fucking demon. It could be an alien. It could be some shit we just don't understand.
One of the, and I'll get to this eventually, one of the main concerns that these these Congress people have while questioning these witnesses is the fact that and this is a reoccurring question, if it isn't us, if this isn't our technology, then who is it? Is it China? Is it Russia? Is it is another country keeping super secret technology like this away from us and we don't even know about it? And the reason why that's so important is because America obviously has like a reason to try to hold the current cultural and world hegemony around itself. And if it turns out fucking, I don't know,
China has alien.
not even
orbs.
China, dude. Imagine if like Sudan randomly just has technology like this and is a global superpower without it. They like Wakanda, like unironically, there's a Wakanda out there, and all we're seeing is like their drones looking for information on us, and all we can do is barely dent them with a
It's
Hellfire
probably
missile.
somebody who's living in the hollow earth and they're sending up recon.
You say that, but there is a theory
I'm
that
sure
it
there
is
is.
aliens under the water, and that the
course.
UAPs are actually submersible USOs, objects that disappear into the oceans, which is why we see them in the night sky and then question where they go. The answer is below the
It's
water.
interesting. Honestly, I mean,
Yeah.
you think
One of the
We're looking up. We should be looking down.
one of the reasons why
we haven't really explored much of the ocean.
yeah,
So
yeah.
they
Don't we
can-
know more about the moon than we do our ocean or something
that's
like
a
that?
thing I've heard on the internet, so I'm gonna believe it.
Well, they would never lie.
Yeah, right. But to your point, Ken, with like you say, it sounds interesting. One of the reasons why it's caught attention more recently is the fact that people have been seeing more and more footage of UAPs, so lights in the sky. They're recording them with their 4K smartphones. Like, what the fuck is that? I don't know what that is. Still looks like dog shit. It's just a light in the sky. And then they'll just watch it fucking dive bomb a lake or some shit like that. And they're like, what? It made no splash. It didn't look like it slowed down at all. It just disappeared into the ocean, the lake, the river, whatever it might be at the time.
I think the coolest thing we could possibly do is hit one of these fuckers with a missile. The pilot hits eject. We go to the crash landing site. It's Bigfoot. Bigfoot's been flying these fucking things.
I thought you were going to say like a battlefield moment, like you shoot the alien spaceship, and when
get in.
when the
No.
guy's dead, you jump out, parachute into it, fly it back
You
to
do
the Area
it.
51.
we recommend. No, I was gonna say that he hits the eject button. We see like Bigfoot, like parachuting, like, oh, you
pull
got
out
me,
a
guys.
blowtorch, repair it perfectly, and then fly it back
Yeah.
before it hits the ground.
Get out on the wings with the blowtorch. Yeah.
The congressional people and these key witnesses over the last few years have used these declassified and leaked videos as calling cards for more government transparency, right? Basically just saying like, hey, maybe just telling the American public about this is better than hiding it, so we know that it's going on and can actively do something about it. We can report it, we can investigate it, and then maybe even get the government involved if it's really needed, as opposed to right now where like all of this stuff just goes into a filing cabinet and a police department, never to be looked at again. Where they go, Billy saw a red light zoom across his house. A cop showed up, wrote down on a notepad, left, and never looked into it past that. Which is what I'm assuming 99% of cases
Just a bunch
go.
of cops holding the speedometers up. He's
UAPs.
speeding. He's speeding.
This son of a bitch.
Get him.
They're gonna.
And it rotates on its axis perfectly.
Oh fuck.
And
Yeah,
my
it starts
Shit,
coming
my
down.
favorite
run,
part-
Jeff, run!
My favorite part is the aliens then get one of those Easy Pass toll tickets just in the mail
Oh,
2
and
weeks
he's good.
later.
He's good.
And this is going to come as no shocker to anybody. The official stance of the U.S. government and AARO is that none of the evidence suggests that these devices and vehicles are extraterrestrial, leaving officials and the public at a loss, only to fill up the gaps with whatever conspiracy theories and curiosity they can speculate on the internet. But so these videos, compared to almost anything I've shown you up to this point, where do they stand legitimately?
What do you mean?
Like,
compared to prior evidence? I mean, this is the first time we've had like videos that are actually even remotely substantial. The closest we got to this was the audio recordings with the
Gary Sudbrick.
Sudbrick, thank you. I couldn't remember his name. Like, at least there's like verifiable evidence. Obviously, it didn't necessarily prove anything supernatural, but like we have recordings that exist.
do something.
We can listen to it.
Yeah.
We know that the recording happened.
But for him, it'd be the equivalence of like you hear a haunted house story,
Yeah.
and then there was a Polaroid taken
Right.
with a ghost in it.
Yeah.
This is like,
This is way beyond that.
yeah, again, the U.S. government declassifying or officials leaking these videos in order to make it more of a, I don't want to say a problem, but like to make it more widely known to the public, so that the government basically has to do something about this. Because I think the thought process is if we make enough noise, they got to cater. But who even?
I think
knows?
it's funnier if the government's soft launching that aliens are real. Like
Yeah.
they're marinating us. They're like, you can't just like show them
Drop it
Gazorp
with a green
Gazorp.
guy,
You gotta be like, oh, what if? Wouldn't
Yeah.
it be cool? And
It's-
then they need everybody to be like, it would be cool.
Cool
Too
if
bad
aliens-
it's not real. And
Yeah.
they're like, I have a fucking surprise for you.
Meet Zorbeck.
You were talking shit, right? Come here.
He starts off by showing like cool people at the White House. They're like, come to the, and it's like 10 like delegates from all the other nations are like, look at this guy, and it's just a green alien in a
Yo,
cage.
get Egypt real quick. Get Egypt.
Yo, he was talking mad shit about my aliens. Mexico, they had that paper mache shit. Show him a real fucking alien.
It turns out, and everyone's super impressed. The alien's just really good at fugishi. Everyone's like, "Whoa!"
We gotta get this guy to fucking Burning Man ASAP.
immediately. That would be the best place to soft launch aliens. They're
Burning
real.
Man?
Burning
Yeah.
Man. They're gonna be like, aliens are real. They're gonna be
Everyone's
like,
already
"We know,
everyone's
dude."
already doing LSD.
That's
shit
what I'm
like
saying.
that,
They're
yeah.
gonna be like, cool.
Dude,
They'd
if
actually.
Ratatouille was this actual government soft launch. They're like, would people be okay with little rats in a kitchen? And we're like, we love it. They're
sitting
like,
under hats and
humans
mind
are
controlling
ready
you.
for this.
And then. And then the president pulls his hat off, and there's just a little green man.
Dude,
going,
Trump pops off
If
his
it's our
hair.
current president, there's a little green man. I'd be like, go back to your planet.
If
You
I
son of
I
a
would
bitch. You're
love-
fucking everything up.
if it's the alien from Men in Black 1 where the face opens up and he's
And it's
like,
just a dude.
Orion's belt. The galaxy is on Orion's belt.
yeah. I always felt bad for that little guy. He looks so like.
Why don't they do chest compressions on that
My
fucker?
question.
Exactly.
My question. How did he die?
Didn't he get shot and it was like that's his life sustenance vessel?
Oh, is that what it was? Because I'm looking at him. I'm like, there's no shot anything actually.
Like,
happened.
he's
I
fine.
assume that thing has a breathing apparatus in it,
In
like
it?
installed that allows
God,
him to survive.
I figured whatever life support the machine is giving him got fucked.
In my head, growing up, that scene always confused me because, again, in my head, the way I viewed it was like if I was driving my car
The car got shot.
someone stabbed my car, and then I fucking died because of that.
The only way to get a good human disguise is you have to tie your life force to the vehicle. that's necessary for the vehicle to function. That's like when you get your driver's license, they just put your heart in the car.
In the driver's
and they're like,
license.
if you get rear-ended, you're gonna get fucked up in real life.
I'm the car devil, is what I am. That's so stupid. But yeah, that was the declassification of all UAP and UFO videos over the last couple of years. There have been a couple of other interesting ones that have taken place that are not being held in the halls of Congress. Police reports, police helicopters, body cams I've seen where officers have come across ethereal, extraterrestrial, non-Earth native something or other. And we might look into those in the future. And if that's something that you're interested in and want us to continue looking forward to, give us a comment or reach us at ourhauntednostalgia@gmail.com. Make sure to leave us a 5-star review on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever else you might be listening to this to. And make sure you tune in next time because I think we're going to be going across the ocean and looking into some cryptids again for our next
What, like
episode.
deep sea cryptids?
Nope.
Across the ocean, so like Irish cryptids.
Oh.
Do you want me to? I'll tell you the continent.
Okay, yeah.
It's Africa.
Ah.
So we're going to be looking
Why
into
would there be an Irish cryptid in Africa?
Nessie travels.
the fucking banshee and what is the other one?
Kelpie.
The Kelpie. What's the one with the
Doulahan?
Doulahan. All three of those. Actually,
I like Doulahan.
Sudanese, believe it or not.
They migrated.
But absolutely tune in next time, and I look forward to seeing you all there.